Ever wonder what the real difference is between a respected leader and a feared tyrant? Or between a government that works and one that just doesn't? Well, it all boils down to these three massive ideas: power, legitimacy, and authority. Getting how these three fit together is honestly the key to understanding politics and the world around us. So, why kick things off with power? Because, let's be real, at its heart, politics is all about the struggle for power. It's the engine driving everything from elections to revolutions. If you want to understand why the world works the way it does, you have to start here. I mean, just turn on the news, right? You see it constantly. This leader is gaining ground, that one just got kicked out, another is barely hanging on. It's this nonstop, high-stakes game, and it shapes all of our lives. Okay, so we're all on the same page. We need a solid definition. We use the word power all the time, but what does it actually mean when we're talking about how societies are run? Well, the classic thinker R.H. Taney put it really well. He said it's basically the ability to get other people to change their behavior, to do things the way you want them to. It's all about influence. And then you've got philosopher Bertrand Russell, who boiled it down even more. For him, power is just producing the results you want. Simple as that. If you can make things happen according to your plan, you've got power. So let's pull those ideas together into one simple, clear definition we can work with. Power is the ability to make someone do something that on their own they wouldn't have done. That's the core idea. Remember that. So the next logical question is, where does this power actually come from? Well, political scientists have basically identified 5 main sources. Think of these as the different tools in a leader's toolbox. First up, you have the most basic, raw form, force. This is coercive power. It's the do this or else approach. We see this when governments use force to shut down protests, like in Syria or during the beer sish rallies in Malaysia. But here's the thing, ruling by fear is exhausting. It's definitely power, but it's not very stable. Next in the toolbox is wealth, or reward power. This is the carrot to coercion's stick. It's using money and resources to get people on your side. You see it in so-called money politics, where cash is used to buy loyalty. It works, but what happens when the money runs out? Then you've got expert power. You know the saying, knowledge is power? Well, this is literally it. Think about doctors, scientists, or top policy advisors. They have huge influence because they know things the rest of us don't, and their expertise guides major decisions that affect everyone. Now, number 4 is a big one. This is power that comes from your position, your official title. An elected member of parliament or a prime minister has this kind of power just by holding that office. This is a huge step up from just force or money, because now we're talking about a recognized system. It's our first glimpse of how power starts to become something more stable. And finally, number 5 is popular support. This is the power of charisma. It's when people follow you simply because they like you, they believe in you, they're inspired by you. But as you can probably guess, this can be the most unpredictable source of all. Popularity can vanish overnight. Just ask leaders like Margaret Thatcher or Joseph Estrada. So that brings us to a really important question. If power is just about threats or cash or being popular for a little while, how does any country stay stable? There has to be something more to it, right? And there absolutely is. This is where we make the leap from the raw idea of power to the much more important concept of authority. This is where we start talking about the right to rule. So what exactly is authority? It's the solution to all that instability we just talked about. Authority is power that people accept. They see it as right and proper. It's power plus consent. When people believe you have the right to tell them what to do, your power transforms into authority. And for authority to really work, 2 things have to be in place. First, pretty much everyone has to agree that a certain person or group has the right to be in charge. And second, there has to be a shared understanding that, yeah, their commands should probably be followed. It's like a social agreement. But that just leads to another question. Why do people agree? What makes them believe that someone has the right to command them? This question gets us to the foundation of it all. It brings us to our final and maybe most crucial concept, legitimacy. Legitimacy is the secret sauce. It's the bedrock. It's that widespread, deep-down belief among the people that their government's authority is totally justified and their right to rule is valid. Without this belief, everything else falls apart. And you can see exactly what happens when that legitimacy is questioned. Think about Nicolas Maduro's government in Venezuela. So many people saw the election as a sham, and that completely undermined his authority. Or look at the so-called backdoor government of Perikatan Nasional in Malaysia, which took over without a direct vote, leading to endless questions about whether it had a real right to be in power. When people stop believing, authority starts to look pretty hollow. Okay, so let's put it all together. As you can see here, power is just the raw ability to make things happen, often through force. Authority is the legal right to use that power through things like laws and policies. But legitimacy? That's the belief that makes it all work. It's the accepted right to rule that allows a government to function smoothly. Here's the bottom line. You can have power without authority, but you can't have authority for very long without legitimacy. So I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you see a leader making a big speech or a government passing a new law, ask yourself, am I just seeing raw power at play? Or am I seeing authority that is backed by genuine legitimacy? The answer to that question, well, it tells you everything you need to know.